Hello and welcome back to Game Embassy with Ambassadors of Gaming. I am one in your army of hosts, Ambassador Jason.
I'm Ambassador Kevin.
And welcome to our corner of the internet where we have news about stuff and things and goodies.
Oh my God, why you say goodies?
For Chris.
He's not here right now. He's not here right now.
He'll listen, I hope. And then he'll just pound something on the ground.
Kevin, how you doing today?
Yeah, probably.
I'm doing great. I'm just, stuck at home, not trying to go anywhere, not trying to see people. About the virus. I'm not gonna say anything, but you already know what it is.
Oh yeah, that stuff is not fun. I'm home myself as well. I'll be working from home for the next couple of weeks, maybe a month or two. They moved all our teaching to online, and we'll see how that works out in the coming weeks. Excited about it, but at the same time, I wouldn't be going to work if they didn't cancel school anyway because I have asthma, and this stuff is not fun for anyone that has compromised immune systems or issues with lungs and whatnot.
Damn, that's actually scary now because she actually has asthma. Oh my God!
I have really bad lungs. I have real bad scarring in my lungs. So I've had asthma since I was 3. So it hasn't my anxiety, it's been not fun. Let's just leave it like that. It hasn't been fun. But let's go ahead and get into our updates, announcements, and other miscellaneous news, Kevin.
All right, no problem. So Valve has planned to reboot Artifact. Artifact, Valve's card game, is set to be rebooted either by a sequel or by a mega update. Internally, the game is referred to as Artifact 2. To be honest, I'm not even hyped for this. I don't even know about Artifact 1. I never heard about this ever in my life. What about you?
I've heard of Artifact, but
of course,
if I'm not mistaken, it was a huge. I want to say huge, but it was you had to pay for it to get into it. If I'm not mistaken, it was like an invite system. There was a reason why I wasn't playing it. I can't remember why. It wasn't Ruin of Legends of Runeterra or Hearthstone where it was free to play. I think you had to pay. And that's the reason why I didn't get into it. And I think that's the reason why I didn't do so well.
Oh, when did the first one came out? Or roughly
it was a couple of years ago. Let me look it up real quick. I'm pretty sure it was a good bit ago. 2008. I paused. 2018, 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. You said 2008. I'm like, whoa, I was in high school.
No, that's 2018, and it cost $20. So that's the reason why I didn't get into it is because I was like, I'm paying $20 for a card game, and then I believe I have to pay, for the packs of cards. I was like, I'm good. So I think that's what kind of made it the way it was. No one really played it.
Yeah, I got you.
I didn't play, but I knew it was out there. And that was the reason why I didn't want to spend $20 on a card game. For example, Legends of Runeterra, the League of Legends card game that just came out a bit ago. I got into it and I was playing and I was like, holy crap, this is a lot of fun. So I put money into it because I knew it was fun. I was having fun. I don't mind putting money into a game if I'm having fun with it, for sure. But to ask me to put $20 up front on a card game that I don't even know if I'm going to like, for a card game, I'm like, I'm good. So hopefully they come out free to play and, you can buy your card packs if you like it and whatnot.
That makes sense. Well, I'm just going to move on. That's actually pretty interesting, though. But I'm going to move on. Call of Duty Warzone adds solo to its game modes. Solo has been added to the 150 player mode. Prior to the update, the only way to play was in teams of 3. Call of Duty Warzone, I still haven't played yet, even though I've been quarantined. I was planning on playing it this weekend, but yeah, I decided to catch on anime.
Listen, this goes back to free to play, and I've been saying this with Mike and everyone else for years to make Call of Duty a service. When Warzone debuted for free and I was able to play, I didn't pick up Call of Duty at all at launch because I was effed from when I got screwed over in Black Ops 4. But let me tell you, what they've done with the sound in this game, when you're shooting someone in that game, it just sounds amazing. You feel it. Everything about the game just feels so great. And when I downloaded that Warzone for free and I played for an hour or two, I was done. I went and bought the game. I bought it. I was like, this was great. They actually did a really good Call of Duty game right here. And then Warzone was great. I liked Warzone. I hated that I had to play with 2 other teammates because they were not that good. And then I was always at a handicap when it was just me. But they added solo, and I've been playing solo. And I've been having a blast solo on Warzone. It's been a ton of fun. I'm actually, like I said, I didn't get screwed over in this game. It sucks I didn't get it at launch because, you know, everyone's a lot further in the progression than I am. But
basically,
yeah, and that was the risk I took not buying the game at launch, like I did with Black Ops 4. I bought it at launch, and then there was so many issues and a bunch of other nonsense I didn't agree with. But I feel really confident about the purchase I made this couple days ago, or whenever it was. I can't tell you when it was. I think it was like a week ago. But yeah, Warzone, ton of fun. The solo mode, I like it a lot better than Teams of Three, and I'm looking forward to hopefully one day seeing Call of Duty as a service.
So Warzone, just to make sure, it just like even as a standalone as well, you basically play Modern Warfare just like another game mode.
Yeah, it's just another game of Modern Warfare, and whatever progression you make in Warzone, if you do decide to buy the game, is continued. Like you say about that progression and whatnot. Like your level, your player level, the unlocks and whatnot, the gun levels, that all gets saved if you ever buy the real game. It just keeps going. You don't lose any of that.
Because I bought Modern Warfare, and Modern Warfare is like the first Call of Duty I bought in a while. And I ain't gonna lie, I wish I had more time to play it. The game's amazing. It's actually like one of my favorite Call of Duties in a very, very long time. But I was like lagging behind because like I'll play like every week or every 2 weeks because like, I'm a manager at my job, and even when my days off, I still got like worry about my business, all this stuff. So it's like I don't really have that much time to play, you know. And when I actually do get on, like I'm just getting body tryhards. So it's like I cannot really enjoy it as much, especially because like I'm playing with my friends, like they are high level. So like I'm playing against people in there, like tier lists and stuff. So
yeah,
it's been kind of rough for me, but sometimes I do enjoy the game. Well, most of the time I actually do enjoy, I'm dying a lot, but. I think they did a really good job with this Call of Duty. I ain't gonna lie.
They did. I admit that this was a really good one.
Yeah, the graphics is freaking amazing. Oh Lord, Lord. All right, so I'm gonna continue on. Ubisoft CEO sends out a comforting letter to employees regarding COVID-19. Qatar was given the internal note that was sent to employees. The letter touches on how the company has taken measures to ensure that workers are working safely at home, urging others to stay safe as possible and be responsible. I was freaking like, I work for Ubisoft because all the zones like, hey, like go to work, just wash your hands and all that stuff. I'm just like, okay, I'm just not gonna show up to work.
But, I'm glad they're doing something about that because it's not fun out there. It definitely isn't.
Yeah, it's not like man. Like I have like I just mentioned before the pregame show. Like I have a friend who might have the disease now because he went to work and all the stuff. And it's like he has to go to work because he don't go to work, he's not gonna get paid. Versus like all these other companies, if they finally decide to shut down, they'll like most likely give you like a 2 weeks pay, paid off or so a month or two, whatever, But our companies is like, no, it's like only salary people is actually gonna get paid when they actually eventually do shut down and all the stuff. Wow. So yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That does suck.
Yeah, even though I am a manager, I'm not salary. I get paid hourly. I just work overtime. So it is what it is. So let's move on. Gotta stop about it. I might get hit by corporate. Who knows? Hopefully no one watches this. Whatever. Mike, bleep that out. All right. So Xbox add Game Pass Ultimate perks. Now, players can receive exclusive member benefits for games in Game Pass. This can mean DLC or in-game content included in Game Pass Ultimate. Some games are receiving items now. Like for instance, Fantasy Star Online 2 is receiving a bundle with cosmetics, emotes, and in-game currencies.
I thought they were already doing that, but I guess they weren't. Because it only makes sense. Like if I'm playing like Gears of War, I don't know of any. I love Gears of War, but I haven't played it in a while. Like any of the new games, so I don't know much about it. But I know you can get it on Game Pass, and I don't know if there's any DLC. But I would assume if you're playing Gears of War on Game Pass, you would get the whole bundle, like all the DLC. Like why separate your multiplayer audience if there's DLC maps and the people that only have Game Pass can only play on these maps, while the people that bought the game and the DLC are playing, on all the new maps. But I'm glad they did bring that to Game Pass now, because that would eliminate that issue now. If that was even an issue to begin with, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think so, because think about it. You play this game for free. Well, not really free because you're paying for the Game Pass, but it's pretty cheap. And if you're gonna be playing this game, at least you'll do at least buy the DLC if you actually like the game. You know what I mean? But then again, well, Gears of War it's gonna stay on Game Pass forever, so it's fine. But other games, it's like temporarily. Yeah, I wouldn't be really want to buy the DLC if I don't want the game.
Buy the game later on.
Yeah, it's so weird. I see what you mean.
But that doesn't seem to be an issue anymore for hopefully most games.
For real. All right, so I'm going to what else? The release dates. We have one. Well, it doesn't have a date, so I don't know what's even in here. Cough off mic. So, the South Korean rating board has classified Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered. Wait, what?
Okay.
Yeah, right. It's for like you might have to cut this.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut that, Mike. Okay, cool. This cut number 5 out completely. All right, so Jason, you can continue on with the news.
Right. Now on to the news. Microsoft announces DirectX 12 Ultimate. The company has announced that a new DirectX standard is coming. Microsoft claims that this will sync the graphics improvements processed in game on PC and console, and be backwards compatible with older PCs. The idea is that it will allow games to be ported from the Xbox to PC and vice versa, making the process a lot easier than what it currently is now. That's great, especially since Microsoft is dominating in the Game Pass with PC and Xbox. So that makes that transition a bit easier.
It sounds great, but dude, they've been working on DirectX 12 since the beginning of Xbox One. Like, I've been hearing all this news about it, but nothing really happening with it, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, it's DirectX 12 has been around since 2014. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And what type of improvement did it did to gaming? Absolutely, nothing major or drastic, you know?
It's mostly behind the scenes stuff that, you're not really going to see. It's more of a programming thing. Like, it's good news as far as like an actual gamer. Like, they're really going to see anything until, the most thing you probably see is games getting ported a lot faster. So a lot more games on the Game Pass for PC, I guess.
Most
likely,
that's good
because the Game Pass on PC is kind of lackluster compared to the Xbox One. So that's
I keep forgetting that even exists, to be honest.
Listen, I like my PC Game Pass, all right? I don't have an Xbox anymore. I like my PC Game Pass. I get to play some cool games.
Oh, that's pretty dope then. All right, so I'm going to continue with the next news. Sony is taking down Dream's creation using Nintendo's IP. Dream's content creator at Piece of Craft has stated that he has been asked to start making his Mario projects inside of Dreams by a, quote, big video game company. We already know who this is. Piece of Craft went on to say he received an email from the Legal and Business Affairs Division of Sony Interactive Entertainment Europe saying that Nintendo objected to the use of Mario in his Dream project. You already know what's going to happen. When you start using Nintendo properties and stuff in anything other than Nintendo.
This has been a weird case, because I was listening to, I was reading some news articles, and we talked about this last week. They're not really using Nintendo's IP. They're not if you think about it, when you're using Dreams, everything's already in the game. They're not porting things in. They're not taking content or code or artwork from a Nintendo property and using it in the game. They're creating everything from scratch. And they're not making any money off this either. They're not making a game and then selling it inside Dreams. So they're making zero profit off this. Everything's being created from scratch using in-game Dream engine and assets, which have nothing to do with anything with Nintendo. So I don't see how this is infringing on copyright.
Well, if the content creators probably not making money out of it, most likely, Dreams and stuff, and Sony might be profiting off of it. If you have all these worlds and all this stuff that's kind of catered to the people that actually like Nintendo games,
I don't know if they are, because I don't know if that's a free game or if people are paying to use Dreams or whatnot. So I can't speak on that. I just know that no one's ripping stuff out of different games and like using actual coding or design. Well, I guess they're using the same design, but they're doing it from scratch. So I don't know. It's copyrights and IPs. It's a big cloudy mess. So
And you already know how Nintendo, like Nintendo, they don't ship out anything.
Nintendo don't play no games. They don't.
Yeah.
But it's amazing what these people have done in Dream. Like, I'm not gonna play Dreams anytime soon, but like, there's some really talented people out there that should be getting hired from these video game companies because they're doing some work, man, and it's pretty amazing what they're doing. But let's move on from that. GameStop was keeping stores open during the shutdown through Doom and Animal Crossing releases, then immediately agrees to close. That seems pretty fishy. I wonder why they stayed open. Maybe for that money for Doom and Animal Crossing. The company had refused to close stores during the lead up to the release of what will arguably be the two biggest games of the year, which is Doom and Animal Crossing. The company stated that due to its computer equipment, it should hold essential. The company stated that due to its computer equipment, it should hold essential retailer status and remain open for those working from home to get equipment. That's funny. What equipment? I mean, like, this is video games, which isn't bad. Don't get me wrong, I love video games, but come on, it's 2020. You can download all these games. The company went on, which is what I did. I didn't go out to get Animal Crossing, which I would have loved to do because I love, physical copies of games. But I'm not risking it, so I downloaded it to 3 of my Switches. The company went through several different stages of closing before finally settling on closing the stores to the public. The company is now offering a deliver at the door service, meaning you can get items through driving to the store and an employee will bring it out to you. The company stated that it will give eligible employees an extra 80 hours of paid off time at the close or closing stores and 2 extra weeks of pay to those who are not. The CEO stated that any employee who does not feel comfortable doing delivery should tell their supervisors.
I kind of wonder, like, if I'm going to do a delivery at the door, do I have to pay in advance? Do I have to get the guy my card and he just run back inside and then...
That's what it seems like. Yeah, that's what it seems like is going to happen. Like, you give them you tell them what you want, they tell you how much it is, you give them the card, they ring it up, and they bring you back out the items.
I do not trust that. I'm sorry.
No?
Like
germ-wise, or like you just don't trust giving someone your card?
Yeah, like, come on.
You can see them. You can see them. Like, what do you do when you go to, like, do you go to, like, fast food restaurants or, like, any restaurant when they take your card and walk away?
Sometimes I'd be, like, looking back at them and be like, yo, because I ain't gonna lie, like, I got hit one time, like, actually, I got hit going towards Mike's wedding. Like, that day I got hit twice. Like, I don't know. Like, I just seen some transactions in my credit card. And they're like, what the heck? And then while I was leaving his wedding, my debit card for the same company, my same bank, also got hit. So I'm like, what the heck? But it happened before I went to Orlando, though.
I got hit. It was pretty funny. Some guy ordered like $80 worth of pizza in New York twice within an hour. I was like, what? That's a lot of pizza, man. Like, you trying to use my card to fund your party or whatnot? And all I did was call the bank and they refund the money within an hour and it should be a new card. Like, I'm not too worried about cards nowadays. Like, if I see anything suspicious, I'll just call the bank, they refund the money and, I get a new card.
Yeah, but then the thing is me, I like to, I know we kind of like, off track, but I like to have everything set to auto pay. And when that happened, it took me a while to do everything on auto pay again.
That is annoying, yes. I do admit. That is really annoying.
Oh, Lord, man. I'm sorry. I was trust GameStop employees, man. I'm sorry. Like, I'll take my card and be rich. They're gonna freaking pay for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X off my card. All right, but speaking of PS5, I'm going to continue on with the next news. PS5 backwards compatibility is a nightmare. Oh, Lord. Sony held a briefing earlier this week focused on PlayStation 5 system architecture and all the nerdy stuff that went into building some of its internal elements. The biggest is the Beckham.
Keep going.
I don't know why. I always have to say this, boy. I'm just gonna skip it. The biggest problem coming.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not drunk. Anyway. All right, so there's like a cut, Mike. The biggest problem coming out of the conference, aside from the obvious comparison to the Xbox Series X specs, is that they were wording things very strangely regarding how the system will play PS4 games. Sony specifically mentioned that they expect the top 100 played games to be available by launch, and that games will need to be evaluated on a case-by-case basis to see if they need extra work on the PS5. Sony stated they have tested hundreds of titles, but the original statement by Mark Cerny has given many pause on what the PS4 will actually support. And funny thing is, right after they mentioned that, Xbox, I think the same day the next day was like, hey man, when you get the Xbox Series X, all you gotta do is plug in your hard drive and all your Xbox One's games can be playable day one.
Yep. Yo, I watched this announcement and I watched like 10 minutes of it, and then I went back and watched, like, skimmed through the rest. It was a load of nonsense. Holy shit. I'm sorry, but after Microsoft did their little announcement and showed off everything, how do you come up with this nonsense to play like a couple of days after? Yeah, this is crazy. Microsoft had Austin Evans. He's a YouTuber that reviews like electronics, games, cell phones, or whatnot. Big YouTuber, Austin Evans. They had him go down to the Microsoft office, and he was literally playing on Xbox One, Xbox Series 1X, debuting all the new technology, showing them how ray tracing worked and what it looked like before and after. He held a dummy model of the Xbox Series X and was putting it together and showing how each component works and what each component does. Like, they were they showed everything. They just like, boom, here's everything you need to know. And then Sony comes out with this nonsense. Like, first of all, yes, there was a lot of good information if you're a developer, but they've had these the development kits for a while now. It was boring as hell. They were like walking around, like tiptoeing on what they were saying, because it's starting to look like the PS5 isn't going to be as good as the Xbox One X on paper. One X.
Well, what comes to like power?
Xbox Series X, yeah, when it comes to power and whatnot, and this nonsense of I'm sorry, this is Sony's fifth, right? And what Microsoft had Xbox, three systems. So Sony has two systems on Microsoft.
No, remember, it's Xbox 360, Xbox One, and then the Series X. So they are on the fourth one.
So they had a head start. We all know that, and they still can't get backwards compatibility to work. Like, what is going on? Like, what are they doing? Like, they're gonna have the top 100 games played available by launch, and then everything else needs to be on a case by case basis. Like, I'm sorry, if I was a Sony, and I guess I am a Sony player, but I don't really play them, so I just spend money on them, so I don't use it. But I would be pissed. Like, this is kind of annoying. It's 2020, man. Like, you have cell phones that can produce amazing graphics in your pocket, and you tell me you can't put a PS1 game on a PS5. I can play a PS1 game on my cell phone if I wanted to. Like, it's not hard. Like, I don't understand, like, why they just can't get it through their head. What people really want. Yeah. I mean, come on. It's kind of annoying. I'm kind of tired, and this seems to be a trend. When the top dog of the generation goes into the next generation, they just completely fail. And that's what Microsoft did this past generation. They had the Xbox 360, they were a top dog. They go into this generation and completely just flop. Sony has this generation, they're the top dog of the PS4, and it's looking like they're going to go into the next generation with the PS5 with a flop. And I don't get it. It's annoying.
Well, they still have the advantage though, because they have a humongous, base right now. Like, the PS4 sales is like more than double the Xbox One. So
the 360 was top dog with the most sales over PS3 and the larger player base, and all it did was it took Microsoft the F up in the beginning of this generation, and that all switched sides, man. It'll flip flop again.
You're right, and the one thing was clear. The PS3 eventually sold more than Xbox 360.
Yeah,
it's made it clear. Eventually, after the generation was over, they did. But Xbox, like those always neck to neck though. Compared to like, the Xbox One and the PS4, they're not neck to neck at all. Like PS5, they could be selling like freaking booty, like nothing at all, and they'll still have more people buying it because of the fact that they just have a large, like they have a larger base than Xbox, completely large.
Right now they do.
Like, yeah,
a lot of Xbox 360 players at the start of the generation, they went to PlayStation for the exclusives and how well they were doing. They did really well this generation, but like I said, Sony, they need to get it together. They haven't sold the console. They haven't sold really anything. In the stupid conference,
that's the thing. They don't need to.
They better start doing something.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, I feel like right now at this very point, they don't need to, because like right now my Facebook feed, everybody's still talking about the PS5 over the Xbox Series X. I'm an Xbox fan, so if anything, I have more people that should be like.
On my Facebook feed, all I'm seeing is people shit talking Sony about how they're not showing anything. And like I said, I play everything. I play PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, PC, mobile. I play everything. And I have to agree, I'm not hyped for the PS5. I'm not hyped for the PS5 at all. Like, I don't give a fuck about it because they haven't shown me anything. They haven't shown me what it looks like. They showed me like a couple of games. That's about it. And then I'm just sitting here like, that's it. Like Xbox, they showed me everything. They showed me their little hard drive crap they got going on with Seagate. They showed me how every other hard drive would work in it, how my games are backwards compatible, what it looks like, what it can do, what ray tracing looks like, what it looks like when it doesn't have ray tracing, what it's doing with the older games. Like they showed Gears of War on it and what it looked like before and what it looks like now and how it runs. Load times they showed us a lot. But Sony hasn't showed us anything. They've said things like it's gonna load very fast. Well, no shit, it's a solid state. Like it's gonna load fast. But I don't know. I feel like they need to show us more.
I believe so too. I just want like a nice, healthy competition in the generation. I just feel like,
and I'm not saying that I'm not gonna. Well, right now I'm not gonna get a PS5, but I want to. Like Nintendo, like just give me good online shit. Like that's why I agree with Nintendo. Give me something good to brag about. Like make their online easy, and it's still not easy. Like
nope.
I don't know what it is. It's like I have money to throw. You just not give me a target. But that pretty much wraps it up. And on an awesome Xbox and Sony feud right there for this new generation. Try to check us out. I know it feels like the early 2000s again with the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Try to check us out at least once a week, as that is how often we try to do this. You might like what you find. I've been Ambassador Jason.
And I have been Ambassador Kevin, dying.
Oh my gosh.
I kept laughing.
And